My brothers and sisters of Providence and our guests all around the world, God bless you. And welcome to another installment of Ask Pastor Williams Anything. This question this week is absolutely crazy. The question is as follows. Reverend Williams, as a Christian, should I vote for Joe Biden or Donald Trump? Really? I can't believe you submitted that question to me. Now, you know, as a preacher of a Christian church that is a nonprofit, I, as your pastor, cannot tell you who to vote for. That's just not something that I'm supposed to do. And it could call into question our 501c3 status if I engage into the political arena. There is supposed to be a separation of church and state. And so in that separation of church and state, brothers and sisters, I will not specifically be telling you who to vote for. And I certainly will not tell you who to vote for, quote unquote, as a Christian. But here's how I do want to answer the question. I can't tell you as a Christian whether you should vote for Joe Biden or whether you should vote for Donald Trump. But I can tell you as a Christian that you should vote. It is crucially important to me and to your ancestors that you take seriously the call on your life to allow your voice to be heard in this democracy that we have that allows us to vote not only in our national elections, but to vote as well in our local elections. That you might take seriously the call in your life to learn about the candidates and all the respective races that are going on, to learn about the platforms of which they claim they stand for, to listen to the things that they are saying, and then to be prayerful about who you believe God is calling you to support in leadership for these positions, particularly for the President of the United States. It is important that you vote. It is crucially important that you do not become apathetic, that you do not think, oh my gosh, my one vote won't matter, my voice won't be heard. The answer is yes, it will. The other thing that you have to realize is that Scripture requires us, it absolutely positively requires us to submit to the governmental authorities that we are under. And so since you must submit to the governmental authorities that you are under, doesn't it behoove you to make a vote of who that governmental authority that's going to be over you is? In our society, we are allowed to vote. We are given not a privilege, but a right as citizens in this democracy to vote. We get to vote on who our congresspeople are going to be, senators and House of Representatives, both at the national level and at the state level, who our city council persons are going to be, who our mayor is going to be, who our sheriff is going to be, and even who the President of the United States is going to be. We get to vote, and vote some more. And so I behoove you as a Christian. It is your responsibility, spiritually and practically, that you make sure that you vote. Do your research, ask your questions, get all the information that you can, and then ensure that on election day, you are there to cast your vote. Your church, Providence Missionary Baptist Church, and so many other churches are going to engage in all kinds of activities to get souls to the polls, to make sure that we are supporting brothers and sisters' ability to engage in this right that they have as citizens. And if you would like to support, I ask when you hear us talking about such things of how we are going to mobilize voters, get involved, jump right in. It's not about telling people who to vote for or which way they should vote, but it is about ensuring that everyone who has the right to vote is able to take that into account and engage in that ability. Because this is how democracy is done. And this is how we can ensure that your voice, your Christian voice, is heard in the halls of leadership. Great question. Thank you for submitting it. Listen, keep your questions coming in. Ask Pastor Williams. These are great. Keep your questions coming in and I will answer them as best as I am able. Brothers and sisters, we love you and we thank God for you. This is Ask Pastor Williams Anything from Providence Missionary Baptist Church. God bless you.